What do you think about this? So we don't know if Ronda is. I mean, we don't think that she's pregnant, right? No, we haven't heard anything about that. So it's quite possible that they're trying, and maybe she will get pregnant. But she also, coming off of her UFC career and then doing a year in WWE. I wonder. Here's what I would think about doing if you have Ronda. I would bring her back on SmackDown. And I would create a storyline that you could go through for, a month or two, leading to what I would do at WrestleMania, which would be Travis Browne and Ronda against Seth and Becky. And I think because Ronda, even though when she was working earlier this year, she wasn't killing them in the ratings either. The ratings were sort of disappointing, but they were way better than what they are now. And I think she's the one thing that is missing from WWE right now as the reason that I'm so apathetic to the program. Not saying that if she was back, I would be watching it. We were watching a lot of it just because we were covering the road to WrestleMania. But if you tell me what's missing today that wasn't missing, in January, I would say Ronda. She was must see for me as a wrestling fan. I wanted to see all of her segments. So I think if they did something with her and Travis against Seth and Becky, I think that would be really interesting, and I think it could be something that would be compelling as you sort of lead into next year and into WrestleMania. They've already sort of done it with kind of Ronda and Kurt against Triple H and Stephanie, but at least this time you're doing it with people who are on your roster and maybe getting the rub in that way. But I think that's something that's out there that they could possibly do that would be interesting that I don't see currently on the table with anybody on their roster right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Kind of like to save that for WrestleMania, but we need to capture people now, right? So,
well, I mean, you could tease it, right? Like you could, Travis Browne and Seth talking smack, and then and if they could build it long term and save it for WrestleMania, so be it. And maybe the draw is the storyline and what happens next. But yeah, that is just something that I just of what they have now. I'm thinking of what could they possibly do that is out there and on the table. And that would be something that is out there.
What you do is you have Becky wrestle, I don't know, pick a girl, and on the first episode of SmackDown on Fox, she wins it, cuts a post-match promo about whatever, and out comes Ronda. Mm-hmm. And Ronda challenges for episode number 2. And in that show, Ronda, locks on the armbar, submits Becky, holds it, continues to hold it. Referee's trying to pull her off. Everyone's trying to pull off. Travis Browne jumps in the ring. He's trying to pull off Ronda. Seth comes in. Seth shoves Travis Browne out of the way to, because he's not shoving out of the way to, fire back at Travis. He just wants to get Ronda off his woman, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Travis gets back up, knocks down Seth. Now it's a 4-way brawl, and then you can lead into a match somehow in some way, with that, That sounds kind of cool. I kind of like that. Kind of hyped for this match.